Justin Simmons is now also a member of the Atlanta Falcons. Now he is signing a 1-year, $8 million deal with Atlanta. Justin Simmons, like Pro Bowl, All-Pro guy.
We'll take him all day. You don't find, guys like that just pop up, and you're able to acquire somebody like that before the season. So, he's somebody that's played at a high level in this league for a very long time.
Welcome on in, Atlanta Falcons fans. We have a good one, a great one. So many things has happened to your organization since our last video, and we will be talking about the major additions to the team. But I have a perspective on this team that no one in the media world is really taking the approach upon, so I will be introducing it all to you. But first, there was a game against the Ravens, and I need to talk about just two guys who I saw, really three, I guess, in total, who I saw that kind of just, hey, what are things going to be looking like for the upcoming season? And those guys, first guy we need to talk about is your new rookie, Ruke Orhorhoro. I think he showed a lot of violence against the Ravens, guys, and that is definitely a team that you need to be ready for. It does not matter the string, whether it's starters or backups. You got to be ready to get violent. And he did that. And he showed the physicality and what it takes to play in this league. And guys, a lot of the times, just like, Ruke Orhorhoro, there are beings, right? There are grown men that look like him, have his size, but the aggression and or the violence that they possess, it's not enough. And so he was able to get to the quarterback, Josh Johnson, for them, who is a mobile quarterback. So, and, he was just so disruptive in the play. The quarterback kind of knew as a scrambler, right? Josh Johnson is a mobile quarterback, and he understood that he is not going to get away from Ruke Orhorhoro. And so as a young rookie, 22 years old, I believe, for him to come with that type of aggression, it's only going to bode well, great signs for the near future for this young man. And then Jason McClelland, former Alabama running back, a player coming out of the draft process, I really, really liked. And I think he beautifully meshes in with this running back room. And we all know who the king of the backfield is, and that is Bijan Robinson himself. And then Tyler Algier at that second running back spot. And then there is Carlos Washington Jr., who I do like. But Jason McClelland, I just really like what he showed against the Baltimore Ravens. And I think he has a nice opportunity with Bijan, with Tyler Algier, to try to be the yin to their yang, the salt to their pepper, the scat back. That role is definitely up for the grabbings. Even though Bijan can do it, it's still nice to have a guy like Jason McClelland in the bag, just in case, happens to be a certain week where Bijan's not at 100%. And so that's beautiful in that regard. And the last guy I want to talk about, who's not a rookie, right? But it is a quarterback. And so much gets lost in the woods, right? Lost in the weeds with having Kirk Cousins in the building and then having Michael Penix Jr. in the building. But Taylor Heinicke is still a guy, right? He's still a dude that, let's say things happen with Kirk Cousins, and then let's say, something happens with Michael Penix. I don't like to wish injury on anybody, but look at what Minnesota has right now. A lot of injuries could come about in this season, but I just really hope you guys still have an appreciation for Taylor Heinicke. That's pretty much all. I think he had a pretty nice, eventful game with not playing with the starters, and so it was just good to see him out there still wheeling it and dealing it. Now, here's the meat and potatoes of this video. Guys, I hope, I know I'm not the first to tell you, I know a lot of you were probably already here before all of these crazy, awesome additions. The media is going to be hosting you guys up to championship pedigree. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest, a little vulnerability. I thought it was going to be between you and the Buccaneers, and I was giving the Buccaneers just a little bit of a push-up. Just a little bit of taking the division. Who's going to take the division? Eradicated, obliterated. It is no more, no longer. The Atlanta Falcons will be winning the NFC South championship. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Wow, so what? How can you get here so quickly, so fast? Why are you so sure? I'm more sure of that, probably more than any other division. The NFC South will be won by the Atlanta Falcons. What you guys did with the tandem, the superstar tandem, Splash Brothers tandem that you have with Justin Simmons, a well-regarded multi-contract safety in the NFL that used to play for the Denver Broncos, and then Jesse Bates, Super Bowl appearances, Pro Bowl honors, who has been regarded as one of the top safeties competing against Justin Simmons. Like, this only happens in Madden. You guys understand? This only happens in Madden. The skies are going to be so hover. Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons are going to be able to disguise so many different things. They're going to be able to play so well off of each other, because the thing with Jesse, what makes him so special, is a lot of things. It's his run defense. He has no problem diving his nose into the trash. He has no problem with it. He also has the stickiness. When the ball is in the air, he just knows how to get his hands to it. Justin's gift, and Jesse has this gift too, but Justin's gift is making you think you know what coverage he's in. That is his gift, making you believe that your eyes are telling you the truth. Now, you put these boys together, I can't even necessarily tell you how good you guys are or gonna be. I can't, but that's just because I can't tell the future. But what I can tell you is it's gonna be very nasty in the sky. And it's going to be great to see Mike Hughes, how he's going to be a better utilized and better approach with having, Justin Simmons back there, and another year with Jesse Bates. And then, of course, you have AJ Terrell, who we are all hoping and wanting for this upcoming season to be a big season for him, to get the contract, to get the monies, so you guys can lock him up for the next couple of seasons. This is the big year for this defense. And it even got bigger because Matthew Judon, he's not a guy that's going to get all the publicity that a Myles Garrett or that a TJ Watt could get. He's not up there, but damn it, is his talent right there with the best. I mean, what are we talking about? Multiple seasons, this guy has been a front runner to a point, too deep into the season, to a legitimate point where he is leading the league in sacks. Matthew Judon came out of the scene. His career is actually pretty interesting to really track on. A guy who's had a good start. Things got swallowed up a little bit. Things weren't as impactful. Things weren't on the biggest of stages for him to really show his talents. But at the end of the day, he just said, screw it. I'm not at the big stage. I'm on the New England Patriots. I'm going to get my sack numbers. So he's a tough cookie to crack. And you guys got a legitimate pass rusher who wanted to go to Atlanta over potential spot for him in Chicago. That was the potential. And he's very, very happy that the Atlanta Falcons wanted him also, because he'd rather be in Atlanta than Chicago. Now, Miles, this is all because of a defensive end and a safety that got picked up, and you automatically are putting us in the conversation of NFC South champions? No. I want you all to hear me very clearly. If your offensive line stays intact, if Kirk Cousins plays every single game, if Bijan Robinson decides to show us improvements and show us he's been better, and if, Mr. Kirk Cousins can untap what we all know Kyle Pitts is and can be, and along with Drake London as well. Do not forget one of the best underrated slot receivers in the league in Darnell Mooney. I mean, if all of that beautifully wraps up into a bow to where the pass rusher that the Atlanta Falcons have been waiting for how many years is Matthew Judon, there is a huge opportunity that the Atlanta Falcons can see themselves in the biggest of lights. I'm just saying, NFC South champions, do not get it twisted. This is an NFC championship appearance type of team. Legit. I'm there for it. I'm here for it. And I do want to apologize. There was a little Matt Ryan slander in my last video. I was just trying to really highlight the love and appreciation I have for Kirk Cousins, for him being in your organization. That's all that was. That's all that was. No Matt Ryan slander. He's a future Hall of Famer, potentially. I don't know. Like, comment, and subscribe.